All right, everyone, the wait is over. We have our next run, Muse Dash Touhou Any Percent by BigScared, ready to roll. Big, the floor is yours.
Hello, hello. My name is BigScared. I'm a queer variety caster here on Twitch. Thank you so much for having me for Muse Dash. Let me just enable Danmaku mode real quick. We've entered the secret realm. And without further ado, I want to get this run started and then my commentary can introduce themselves. We're going to start with the classic here, Bad Apple. So, timer will start as soon as we click the start button, which is going to be in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Fina, Lux, would you like to introduce yourselves?
I would love to. I was expecting a 3, 2, 1, let's jam, to be honest.
I mean, you're right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Fina. I go by she, her pronouns, and I also stream here on Twitch. I am a pretty good player of this game, I would say.
Yeah, you're incredible at this game.
But it's all base game. I don't play the Danmaku mode very much, so this is an extra special treat for me. And Solnas?
Yeah, and I specifically picked these two folks because they don't play Danmaku mode. We get some good reactions, but also because they are very skilled at their own areas of expertise. Fina is a super high-level rhythm playing player, specifically with this game. I'm talking like modded content that exceeds the base game difficulty. Fina, do you want to talk about what difficulty means in this game?
I would love to. In Muse Dash, there is a difficulty scale that goes from 1 to 12. And 12 being the absolute hardest that you can possibly get in the game. There are 5 tracks in the game right now, in the base game, including the DLC, that are difficulty 12. And so it's kind of like a bell curve that tops out around the 9 area for like its most common difficulty. But not all tracks are created equal because the game's been having content released for years. So you'll find some older rank 10s that might fit with modern rank 9 difficulties and some older rank 11s that'll, fit there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the Danmaku mode has a very interesting take on difficulty in general, since you don't have to press any buttons except for changing your lanes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it can throw an immense amount of obstacles at you.
Mm-hmm. And before we hop into this next track, I want to point out that difficulty is simply ranked H for hard, meaning this track is going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know if that's an 8 hard, a 9 hard, or a 10 hard necessarily, because the game won't tell us.
Correct. Danmaku mode has very tricky difficulties in general. But this one is going to be harder than Bad Apple. Bad Apple is a very good intro song to the mode in general.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're going to find that Danmaku mode gets to be kind of like a bullet hell, which is appropriate because Touhou is a bullet hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you notice at the bottom of the screen there is a health bar, and then also there's a spell bar.
Mm-hmm.
And every time Big picks up one of these cards, either a music note or a P, it's filling up that spell card slot, and you get a star for every time you fill it up. It's sort of like the fever mode in like old Guitar Hero or Rock Band. And what it'll do is, like a bullet heck game, bomb, it will make everything on the screen turn into a card so that you can safely get through some of the more dangerous sections.
Yeah, and I'm going to be exploiting that for safety while my medbot Elfin here will heal me slowly over time. These final 2 songs in our showcase today are extremely difficult, and we are going to be taking quite a bit of damage throughout the run. And this medbot will very literally carry us while the bombs devastate the bullets that would otherwise destroy us.
I think I've cleared one of those 2 songs one time ever. And here you are just casually doing it for a showcase. Yeah, whatever. That's
Now,
kind of amazing.
when we're thinking about like, oh, medbot's doing its thing. Look, here we go. We're gonna take advantage of the fact that I have spells in my spell slots to let medbot just charge me right back up. And then we just coast on out of here. You'll also notice at the top of the screen that there is a progress bar for the song itself. So the further it gets to the right, the less time you have in the song. So I usually save my bombs for the end of the level for safety because that will typically be the hardest part of the song.
This game does like to finish its songs off with a big flourish.
Speaking of flourish, Lux, this is probably your favorite of the entire playlist. Would you like to talk about why?
Just because this one's an absolute bop. This one is so much fun. I love this song.
Touhou in general has an incredible soundtrack, and I'm very happy that they've done so many crossover packs with Muse Dash.
What are some of the other more notable crossovers that folks might be interested in hearing about?
Muse Dash has a ton of crossovers, specifically with a lot of rhythm games. And the rhythm game crossovers that they've done have been Rhythm Doctor. Dr. Page is one of the elfins that you can get, like the medbot that Big has. It helps you with your accuracy and staying alive. They also did a crossover with DJ Max Respect 5, which, incredible game if you've never played it. Very challenging, 3 different game modes in it. Very good. And then they also did Groove Coaster, which got a character for you to play as. You got Yume, the navigator. And then, additionally, there's 2 Touhou crossovers.
3 now.
There is a third. There's 2 Vocaloid crossovers, because we got Hatsune Miku as a playable character, and Kagami and Rin and Len. And then there's Arc Knights as a crossover as well.
There's also, perhaps the most interesting crossover for me is the Neon Abyss Elfin that will like randomly do different powers throughout the stage depending on how you're performing. It's such a wild card and such an interesting choice of a collaboration for this type of game.
It really is. You would never have expected it for the cutesy 2-lane rhythm game.
With this particular song, it just feels like you're Naruto running through all of these spikes.
It does.
Yes. All of these neon gears. I'm gonna use up all my spell cards now because we're at the end of the song and all of the most dangerous parts of this particular track are through. So I'm gonna try to get up enough spell meter to get another bomb towards the end of this track. And you might be wondering if there's any other sort of functional benefit to doing this. It's fever time still, and so it doubles your points when you are in that particular space.
The score attack theory crafting for this particular mode has to be incredible. Yo!
Go!
New PB!
Let's go. PB.
Continue, please.
Oh, you're going to do Night of Nights, right? Which has the maid on the cover of it.
I believe so, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
That
our
is my
bonus
first
track.
favorite.
Thank you again to
Oh,
everyone who
okay.
donated to make sure that that one is met. We will be playing that level as Marissa, as opposed to Reimu here. Marissa does have a larger hitbox, making that song even more difficult than it is. I'm sure you're all very pumped. Speaking of donos, hey, is there any donos that you would like to read or things we'd like to share with chat?
Yes, indeed. I am so excited to announce that we have crossed the Prevent-A-Thon total raised for across all previous events of 1,250. We are now at $1,251.11 thanks to a $25 donation from Knuckly Kong. That goes towards the character gender set to female for the Ultima character gender bid war.
Let's
Excellent
go.
job, everybody. Let's go.
That's incredible work. Thank you, everybody.
Big round of applause in the chat. Let's go.
I love how easy Big is making this look.
I know, right? Thinking about like how this game compares to other rhythm games, it feels a lot in terms of precision how Neon Beats is, where it's deceptively easy when you're good at it, but it's actually very technically challenging.
Yeah, the inputs are extremely tight.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
It's so wild to watch, because I'm used to having to spam all of my keys constantly instead of be ultra precise. Some of the tracks, I don't know if you'll have time or if it's an incentive or whatever to show people how crazy they get, but
Some of these tracks are absolutely unhinged, especially if you're playing base game on high skill levels. There are tracks where input is constant, and not just like in the way that there's a lot going on here, right? But I'm mostly playing with one finger on each hand, right? 2 total. There are tracks that require to use all 8 inputs that are available to you in this game.
it's a lot.
And you will probably still miss notes. I'm looking at
love
you,
that you included
Exodus.
Yeah, Exodus is stinky. Exodus is probably the hardest track that we have access to. I don't know, it might not be anymore.
I feel like
the more money I have
Ouroboros
to
might be
run.
the hardest one right now.
Yeah. I love that you decided to include the Eurobeat so much.
We gotta represent for the Eurobeat. Additionally, like, this game has so many musical genres. Like, if you are a musical connoisseur, this game has everything for you. There's classical music, there's trap music, there's J-rock, there's waltzes, there's jazz. There's so much jazz.
There's an entire map dedicated to just the jazz tracks. It's so cool.
There's an entire track dedicated to rubber chickens and that cow cup toy that moves.
There is.
Nyan Cat is in this game.
Yeah, the Nyan Cat song is in it. They do April Fools every single year. It's very cute. Nyan Cat wasn't even one of the April Fools songs, too.
No,
it's
they
like,
just
we want
gave
Nyan
it to
Cat.
us. They're like, here, you're gonna eat well tonight. These switching sobs are so tricky.
But you saved up 2 spell cards, so you're good to go.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna use them here, actually. Sore, 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 sore! Beautiful. And you'll notice that I haven't really dropped below 97-ish% accuracy. And that's because the Touhou modes literally require you to have that level of accuracy to pass. Speaking of accuracy, this song is very hard and I'm going to focus. So if y'all want to talk about how cool this is, if y'all want to talk about how this sort of is blowing your mind, I welcome it because this one absolutely blows my mind every single time.
I think this song is just like so cute. I just love the vibe of it.
It's incredibly cute. And the opening always reminds me, for whatever reason, of the Moon song from the DuckTales game.
I get this very like Harajuku girl vibe from it.
I think it's the synthesizer that's like very high register that you can hear in the background here.
But yeah, this is just a total vibe.
It's so saccharine compared to the rest of the Touhou playlist too.
Mm.
But then you're gonna get to the chorus and it's just gonna be like up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
Here we go.
This is where it starts to get unhinged. Yeah, here you go. Enjoy your bullet heck.
Yeah, here's the lasers.
You thought we were kidding. You thought it was just saw blades. Nope. And it's gonna get worse.
You can't tell, but I'm absolutely bopping here.
I hope everyone in chat is bopping too, because this song is just amazing.
And these bullet patterns are so beautiful. The first 2 packs of Touhou music didn't have these additional, like, enemy stream attacks. These were added in the most recent Touhou updates. There's only 7 tracks in the entire game that utilize this mechanic.
And they're all hard as heck.
They're very hard. Some of them have, because this is like a secret level, right? The Danmaku mode is a secret. You have to enable it. It's not default. Some of them have additional secret tracks that are like rank 11 and 12.
Correct.
Bad Apple is special because it has like 6 versions of the song.
That's right. There's a hidden version of Bad Apple for the regular track. Which means there's 3 difficulties there. Then there's the Danmaku mode, and there's a hidden version of the Danmaku mode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This looks real easy, Big.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, sure does.
Cakewalk. Easy. Easy. We did it. All right. We have one left in our main showcase of Muse Dash. This is by far one of the most banger tracks available. I hope you all have your dance emotes ready because we're going to be shaking it.
Yeah, we want to see every dance emote you have in chat. Let's go.
Dance, rave, glow sticks, let's go.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Disco, if you got it.
Now, this one is deceptive because it says stage 1. That would imply that it's the easiest of its music pack. No. No.
Incorrect.
This one is a liar.
Yeah, it starts off a little deceptively easy, but we're about to ramp up real fast. Listen to those guitars.
So good. If there are any donations or announcements you'd like to share with chat, now is a perfect time.
All right. I'm going to take this moment to remind the viewers that we are raising money for Little Warriors. Little Warriors is a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. We also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. For more information, visit littlewarriors.ca.
That pattern is so hard. I hate the short burst 3s. Oh, they throw me off so bad.
Yep.
Yeah, very strategic use of the spell cards in this one to survive.
It's like in a bullet heck.
I've still got my med bot though, so we're good. And a free health pickup?
You got this.
Yeah, this is gonna be beautiful. I hope you're ready for a photo finish, Prevent-A-Thon.
Finish off strong.
Oh, I love that attack so much. It's so pretty.
Face. Oh my god! Ah!
It'll be okay. Big's got it.
No, my eyes!
And that is the final song in the main showcase. Time will be the moment the screen pops up with our score, which will be in about 3 seconds, 2 seconds, about a second. Here it is. That's time. Now, that being said, we do have one last song that I want to show off. It is our incentive, Night of Nights. Fina already mentioned it, but before we do that, I want to make sure that we also add in our bonus difficulty incentive. We're going to enable Kirasame Marisa, and we're going to re-enable Danmaku mode because you have to select that every single time. Now, I accidentally disabled it because I'm a silly goose. It's back!
You have entered the secret realm.
We're back. Now, thank you
Want to show
so
them
much.
what it looks like?
Thank you so much for having me, everybody. If you're curious where to find me on the internet, I'm BigScared. You can find me on Twitch as BigScared, or most places on the internet as either BigScared or I'm BigScared. You can also find me over at Binary Breakers. You can also find me in the Fatale server. I live on the internet in a wide variety of places. Fina, Lux, where can we find both of you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Fina2112. And I usually play a little bit of this most times that I'm streaming.
And you can find me as Soulmass218 here on Twitch. I mainly speedrun games, not really rhythm games, so you can find me speedrunning stuff like Shadow of the Colossus, Journey, Abzu, lots of those big atmospheric artsy games.
Now, I am also the SRC moderator for this game. So if you are interested in picking up any of the many categories from Muse Dash, I would love to see you join the Discord server. I would love to see a message for you in my DMs. I would love to hear more from you about what you want to do in this game because there are so many options available for you, so many categories to choose from, and I love to see new runners joining me in the fun.
I want to see one more person on the board for the 50 plus 11, or the 50 11 plus songs.
Yes. Yes.
So far, nobody has the finger strength. Come and join me.
Yes. If you like a 3-hour endurance showcase, there is a level 11 and up category for you gamers. Don't worry about feeling challenged at all. We've got you.
Oh, it's
Or you can
so
join me
good.
here in Touhou land. All right,
Danmaku mode is
my
so
med bit
good.
is off, so we're gonna stall as much as we can so that way I don't die. And we're through! We did it!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Congratulations, GG Big.
Thank you
Also,
so
thank you for
much.
playing my favorite Touhou song.
You know, I had to do it to him. And that's it. That's Muse Dash. Thank you so much for having me. I hope you enjoyed the showcase. I hope you enjoyed everything we had. And thank you so much for raising so much money for Little Warriors. I'm going to throw it back to y'all. Have a great rest of your marathon.
Thank you.